Welcome back for another lesson in science. So we have been talking about and thinking about natural resources, which we can think about as Earth's treasures. So today we're going to look at a question, and that question is, what resources do we waste and how can we help stop the waste? A very important question indeed. So before we answer that question, we are going to have a look at the vocabulary. So remember, thumbs up for yes, I understand what that word means. Thumbs on the side for I might have heard that word before but I'm not quite sure what it means. And thumbs down for no, I have no idea what that word means. Alrighty. So our first word is waste. Waste. Thumbs up, thumbs on the side, or thumbs down. So waste. Waste just means anything that we have thrown away, something we have discarded. That means we've chucked it out, we're not going to use it again. And unfortunately, waste is, well, it's a problem because when we throw things out and we don't do something else with them. Sorry, I can't say it because otherwise, we won't be able to talk about it later. But yeah, when we just throw things out, those things end up going into something called landfill, and it's like a giant hole in the ground, and that waste or rubbish or garbage just builds up, and it's not very good for the environment. Spoil. Thumbs up, thumbs to the side, or thumbs down. Spoil. Spoil means when something goes bad. So for example, food might spoil. So if you leave it out too long and it goes past its best before date or its used by date, it might go bad and spoil, and then you can't use it. We can also spoil as well. For example, if you throw your litter into a lake, for example, then you would be spoiling the natural environment. Reduce. Thumbs up, thumbs to the side, or thumbs down. Reduce. Reduce means to use less. To use less of something, like for example, we might reduce our power usage. So that might mean that we go around and we turn lights off in our house to save power. So to reduce is to save stuff by using less of it. So sometimes we have to think about whether we really need to use as much as we do. Reuse. Thumbs up, thumbs on the side, or thumbs down. Reuse. Well, re is a prefix, something that goes on the front of a word. So re and use. Re means to do again. And you know what use means. So reuse means to use something again. So instead of throwing it out, you could reuse it. You could maybe reuse it in a different way. Recycle. Thumbs up, thumbs to the side, or thumbs down. Recycle. Recycle means, hands up, I know I can't see you, but hands up if you recycle. If you practice recycling at home. Recycling means to take the materials that something is made out of and to do something to those materials. You might break them down or pulp them up, and to use those broken down materials to make something new. For example, if you go to the shops, you can buy recycled or paper made from recycled cardboard and recycled materials. So instead of just chucking things like paper and glass and certain types of plastic in the bin, we can actually put them into a special bin, the recycling bin, and that then goes to a recycling plant, not a plant that grows in the ground. A recycling plant is like a big factory, and there they break down those things that you put in your recycling bin so that they can be used again in a different way. Tomorrow. I would hope we all know what tomorrow means. Tomorrow, the day after today. and plastic. We did talk about plastic before in one of our other lessons, but just to talk about it again quickly, plastic is a material that's made by people, and it's made from oils and petrochemicals. And plastic takes a really, really long time to break down and disappear. If you have a look at the picture that has been included on this page, you can see lots of, I think they're supposed to be garbage bags, and they are all made out of plastic, and then they all have waste inside them ready to be thrown out. So let's have a look. Watch the video, What a Waste. Now you're not going to have a class chat about the questions, but what you can do is after you've watched the video, maybe once, maybe a couple of times, I want you and an adult, or if there's no adult available, maybe you can just think about these for yourself. Think about these questions. What natural resources are we wasting? What did the earth ask you to do? So you have to watch the video for this. What natural resources are being affected by our waste? So that means, are there any living things or any big natural spaces that might be suffering because of our waste? So let's play our video, What a Waste. Very powerful video. Okay, let's head back. So now you can watch that video again if you like. So we're answering the questions just with a parent, or maybe thinking about it yourself. What natural resources are we wasting? What did the earth ask you to do? So that would be right at the end of the video. What natural resources are being affected by our waste? So pause the video and have a chat with a parent, or think about those questions and their answers to yourself. When you're ready to start again, then press play. So pause now. Welcome back. Okay. So let's have a think. It's time for us to think about what resources that we waste. So number 2, what resources do you waste? Look at the pictures and talk about them. Talk about them with a buddy. So again, you can talk about these with a parent, or maybe you can think about answers to these for yourself. So it says record your thoughts and ideas on a tablet, computer or whiteboard. Guys, you don't have to do that activity if you can't. If you want to, then you can, but if you can't, then that's fine. So I'm having a look at the pictures over here because these will give us some clues, like some ideas to start with. So I'm looking at this boy. He's eating from a bowl and he's got wooden chopsticks in his hand. I'm looking at this picture and I can see somebody letting go some balloons. I'm looking at this picture, and I think this is just a picture of a little boy telling us to think honestly about it. Because sometimes we go, oh, I don't waste anything, I always do the right thing, but sometimes we really do need to stop and think, are there things that we waste? We might not mean to waste them, but sometimes we do waste some things. And this is a picture of somebody having a shower, and there's a little clock here. I think the clock is showing that it's taking quite a while. So if I'm thinking about these ones, I think that after this boy's finished, he's probably going to throw away those chopsticks. And they will probably go into landfill. And I'm also having a look actually at all the food. So all of that food, because he's, I guess, chucking some of it out of the bowl as he's eating, he's not going to eat that food. That is now wasted food. So those bits of tomato, spinach, whatever these vegetables might be, they've been grown and then they're actually getting wasted. If I have a look at the balloons, well, you know what, I'll leave the balloons up to you. Think about which part of that balloon gets wasted. And I'm going to leave this one up to you as well. So think about what is being wasted here by the boy taking such a long time in the shower. So take some time now, either have a chat with a buddy about these two pictures. Oh, actually there's a picture over here as well. Have a chat about these two pictures and this picture of the girl drinking out of the cup with a straw. So have a chat with a buddy about those, so your parent, or have a think to yourself, and then when you're done you can start the video up again. So ready to pause now. Thank you for rejoining me. Let's continue onward. Ooh, we've got a song. Watch and listen to the 3 R's song. And it says chat about the cloud questions. Okay, these are the cloud questions. So it says, what does the song tell us to do? What are the 3 main words in the song? How we live makes a difference for tomorrow. What do these lyrics mean? Okay, so you're going to have to keep your eyes open and your brain's ticking over, because these 3 questions, you'll be able to maybe get some of those answers from the song. So what does the song tell us to do? What are the 3 main words in the song? How we live makes a difference for tomorrow. What do these lyrics mean? What do these words mean? So we're going to play our song now. So watching. Wow, catchy song. Okay, so what does the song tell us to do? Have a think about that. What are the three main words in the song? How we live makes a difference for tomorrow. So what do you think these words mean? So pause the video now and have a think about answering those questions. You can discuss it with a parent if you like, or you can think about the answers for yourself. So pause the video now. Okay, and welcome back. Alrighty, so we've got one more little activity that you can do if you want to get yourself moving now. It says move it. Play the song again and think of some actions or movement to use. So the song is only 50 seconds long, so you're not going to have to think of too many actions. You could freestyle dance to this if you want, or you can think of some actions that might match the words. Maybe think of an action for reducing. Like to reduce means to use less, so maybe you could do something with your hands or your whole body. Reuse, maybe you could make a hand action to show you doing something over and over again. And recycle, I don't know, maybe you could pretend that you're throwing your different things, your paper and your plastic and glass in different containers or different bins. Alrighty, so we're going to play that song one more time, and then that's the end of our lesson. Thanks for joining me on that lesson. So remember, some of the key things we learnt about was reducing, reusing and recycling. And we also had to think about some of the things that we waste. And maybe we could think about ways to reduce, reuse and recycle a bit better. And we also had a look at that video, What a Waste, which showed us some of the effects that us throwing away our waste or our rubbish can have on the natural environment. Remember guys, there are many millions of people on the earth, and I guess if we're all throwing away our waste, then it has to go somewhere. So have a think about reducing, reusing and recycling. Bye for now.